They have been so nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be clearly seen on the shows. I mean, the first 4 or 5 songs, people are a bit reserved. They're like really enthusiastic, but they're definitely listening. Especially how she's doing the old songs. They're like, okay, let's see how she's doing this. But she has always pulled it off, so that at the end of the show it's a rapture.
And has it affected how you play the old songs?
Well, we had to go through some like vocal harmony stuff and everything because, well, when you change the singer, although some melody lines may change, timing changes definitely, things like that. So I had to kind of relearn a few things in order to cope with the background, but nothing really much.
And we're still on the stage of like browsing through the songs of which are the ones that are most comfortable for her to sing. That's why we're here. You know, we can experiment a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what's your personal favorite song on the record?
Bird and the Pendulum, Sahara, Meadows of Heaven.
I guess I have to say Islander since I wrote it.
There's the egomaniac again.
Yeah.
Very little has changed actually since she joined the band. I mean, the atmosphere and the chemistry in the band at the moment, it's as good as it was at its best on the previous era. Let's put it that way. But it's not like she didn't have any. She didn't affect the songwriting or the new album that much because everything was basically done before she even joined the band. So her part was only the interpretation of the vocals. Hopefully this will change in the future, so she can be a bit more involved in the arrangement process.
Because, well, writing songs that way that you don't really know who's gonna sing it is a bit like taking a risk. You don't really know what kind of a scale or range the vocalist will have and everything, so it's good to have somebody in the band who's there for good and has her own opinions and, well, can tell us what to do, what keys to use and whatever, so should be helpful next time.
So you wrote most of the music before she even, without
Everything
even...
was written and even recorded.
Wow.
I mean, it was all there except for some orchestra squares and the vocals, naturally. But like all the drums, basses, guitars, keyboards, they were there, and we were still searching for the singer. It's kind of funny anecdote that people don't really realize.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's to her credit that she was able to walk in and you know, do such a great job, given that.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely, she did a wonderful job. I mean, we chose her the 31st of January this year, and the studio was booked for 1st of March. So she had like exactly 1 month to prepare herself.
I guess we sent some musical lyrics over to her.
Yeah.
To see things over.
Yeah, for me it's just like it's much easier to make these long epics. Like The Bird and the Pendulum was a really easy song to write. Same goes for example, Greek Mare's Blood from the previous album, which is like 8.5 minutes long, and I think I did it in 1 day. The song, so it just like comes out naturally. It's always harder for me to write a 4-minute song which actually remains interesting after many listenings.
Yeah, that kind of radio hit formula is, I guess we all find it a little bit boring to have like a verse, chorus, little solo, verse, chorus.
Yeah, that's it.
Done.
Yeah.
Everything was reflected in music. It's not only with this album. I mean, every time you do music, write it, I mean, and it's not only music. I think like no matter what kind of artist you are, what you go through in life at a certain period of time, it always reflects to your art. Whether you're a painter, musician, even actor, you know, somehow it affects your doings, and on this album it can be heard really clearly, because all the songs were done 2005, early 2006, and the band was in a chaotic state at that time, and life wasn't really good, and when you do songs feeling like that, you end up doing an album like Dark Passion Play.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually liked that there was more of the male vocals, almost like co-lead vocals or even lead vocals on a couple of the tracks. Was that we've got a new singer and now's the time, or we don't have a singer yet and we can do some more?
It's my ego.
I thought that added a new element that I really liked in there.
No, it kind of depends what he writes.
This was not planned in advance, as nothing is in this band. It just happened like we started browsing through the lyrics and saw that, okay, there are a lot of stuff in here that we cannot give for Annette to sing. It wouldn't be fair because she wasn't there. So that's why. It's not like a statement that we're not trusting the new singer.
Oh, no, I didn't think
more room for Marco, but it just happened because the songs and the lyrics required it.
Which is how it should happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm wondering, is it a different dynamic to play some of these smaller venues?
Yeah, well, we kind of like these smaller places because, well, they're intimate. You get the smell of the beer and sweat and all that, and you get in touch with the people a lot better than in bigger venues or festivals. Well, even though they're good as well, it's really great to play something like Wacken and feel that you have 40,000-50,000 people in the palm of your hand. It feels great as well, but the intimacy is really great, which we have in smaller clubs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit more relaxed as well. I mean, when you play in Finland for 5,000 people, you know you are the big star and everybody's fussing about us and people are coming there, okay, let's see what these guys can do because they are so big. But in here it's like, who are these guys? Let's go and check them out. So it's a bit more relaxing.
Do you find that sort of challenging or fun or?
Yeah, it's challenging and it's fun. It's nice to make an impact on somebody's life for the first time.
Yeah.
It gives, at least it gives me a thrill.
You see some really honest faces and reactions from the audience. Like yesterday in Portland, this lovely young girl, she was so much into it. You know, it still touches you to see people react that way. The authenticity and the genuinity, that all.
Or are you looking at the opportunity of actually doing it live with a full orchestration component to it?
This is one of those eternal questions, and we would love to do that. And we already had that in mind to end the previous tour with a few shows with the orchestra and choir, but it takes quite a lot of planning and money to get like 130 extra people on stage and all the rehearsals and all the arrangements. And so I really don't know, but hopefully at some point we can do it.
It's something that we probably will be looking into at some point of time. Now we're just gonna find our tour legs again first.
It's pretty much 2 years to the date since the last shows we did.
So has it been fun to, or has it felt really good to get back on stage after that time and
Very, very excited, nervous, still learning.
I mean, the first shows that we did, like these 3 funny names shows in smaller clubs, it was like the first one was everybody had
Oh, was that the
shakes.
one where you performed with the name of a Nightwish cover band?
Yeah.
I think I read about that.
Yeah. First one in Estonia, that was really
You had no idea how the people would react, especially to Annette and the new songs and everything. So it was quite a spooky moment.
and then it went down really well.
have you had anything funny happen during the course of this tour? Like any funny stories?
The raccoon was kind of funny.
Yeah, backstage raccoon in Toronto, yeah. You go off the stage and then you climb these stairs up and find out that there at the backstage room there's a raccoon eating our peanuts. So, yeah, that was kind of okay.
Yeah, real life raccoon.
Welcome aboard, guy.
It was kind of funny.
So where is he in the bus? Is he back there?
Nah, we didn't take him along. We figured that he might be well fed over there by some other bands as well. Seemed to know his way around the place.
Did anyone in the venue were they shocked or were they like, oh yeah, you know,
No,
raccoon?
when he was feeding the thing from his hand, they kind of said that, okay, this is going to be trouble for us. But since the guy was already so tame, I figured, hey, there must have been some other bands doing this as well. Well, yeah, they were.